Hey guys, Tony here. So I don't get to do this a lot, and I'm no expert in writing goals or documentation or any of that. But I have researched a lot, and I have looked at a lot, and I have been audited and passed all of my audits. So I received a message from a therapist who wanted me to check out the goals, make some recommendations. I don't know if these are Medicare specific goals, but let's take a look. I'm going to read them for the first time with you guys watching, and then I'll kind of give some feedback. So the first goal, the patient will demonstrate quality gait, which of course quality means nothing. I wouldn't even use the word quality. The patient will demonstrate quality gait pattern with walking and no compensation to allow for safe and full return to daily walking habits, work duties, and self-care. So I could say that's three goals rolled into one for no benefit. I would make your goals very specific, very isolated, right to the activity. I would consider prior level of function, current level of function, and goal level of function. You can address all three of those in the goal, or you can just have that stuff in the plan of care and make the goal just a goal. But I'm going to assume this is a walking based goal. So, what are we really looking for? What was their level of walking prior to onset? What is their current level of walking? And then what's their goal level of walking? Typically, the goal level of walking will be back to prior level of function. So let's say before whatever the injury, and I have no idea what the injury is. Patient was walking independently, no assistive device, which that's the same thing. So patient was walking independently for all community and in-home activities. Period. That's it. Patient was walking independently for all community and at-home activities. Current level of function, maybe the patient requires an assistive device like a straight cane or a walker. Maybe the patient is demonstrating, like an antalgic gait or some other compensatory mechanism because of something that's going on. Maybe they have a gluteus medius issue or whatever. So current level of function, which is in the plan of care, indicates what the pathology or the impairment or the decline is. But the goal is going to be back to prior, which is patient will return to independent walking for all community and in-home activities. That's it. Now, this particular goal gave a target date. A target date is not a requirement. If you don't indicate a date to achieve the goal will be expected to be achieved by the end of the plan of care. But remember, we don't have to achieve the goals by the end of the plan of care if they're a long-term function-based goal. So like maybe this particular patient, I'm going to educate the patient about walking. I'm going to teach them the exercises to do, the importance, maybe phases of the gait cycle, whatever I'm going to do. That could be the goal, but if it's going to take this person 12 weeks to get back to prior level of function, that doesn't mean that they're going to be on therapy for 12 weeks. So I could achieve my goal of educating the patient without ever actually achieving the walking goal of independence. Let's read another one. Patient will demonstrate quality. Again, get rid of words like quality. Quality doesn't do anything to support your documentation. Patient will demonstrate quality knee mobility bilaterally in order to allow for the motion needed for proper walking mechanics, transfers, and stairs. Again, those are three goals. I want to talk about, you're saying knee mobility. I'm going to say, what are specific range of motions that you believe the patient needs to achieve to be able to walk independently or back to prior level of function? What are the specific knee range of motions you believe the patient needs to achieve in order to transfer? And transfer can be a lot of things. Are we talking car transfers, sit to stand transfers, standing to floor transfers? Those are all separate transfers. Don't rule all of those transfers into the same goal. And stairs. Again, what's the knee range of motion you believe the patient needs to achieve to get to prior level of function for ascending stairs, descending stairs, maybe stairs without a handrail, stairs with a handrail? All of those are separate goals. And so what happens is when we combine all of our goals into a single line, we kind of eliminate the reality of the opportunity for more interaction. If I identify 8 functional deficits in a plan of care, that gives me at least 8 goals where each treatment is going to correlate to a specific goal. The more objective and the more specific we can make it, the easier it is for the reviewer. Let's do one more. Patient will report return to full daily work duties. So since it's work duties, I'm going to assume it's not a Medicare beneficiary. And home care without limitation. Again, I'm going to say it doesn't really mean anything. It's not really that specific. You could probably get away with it. It is 2 goals rolled into one goal: work duties and home care. But are we talking about home care like for the patient, like self-care? Are we talking about home care because that's their job? Are they working as a home care nurse, an aide, or something like that? There's a lot of ambiguity in that. So if I'm going to say, instead of saying patient will return to full daily work duties, what are the duties? Patient will be able to, stoop frequently for a 6-hour work shift. Patient will be able to lift a box from floor to waist frequently. And I don't like the word frequently, occasionally, but that's part of what I've seen used in worksite assessment tools. So, what are they doing specifically? How frequently, how often, for how long? Those are work-related activities. And then home care. If we're talking home care for the patient themselves, are we talking ADLs? Are we talking bathing, grooming, dressing? If we are, let's break those into individual goals. So, all in all, what I'm looking at isn't bad. And it's on par with average, typical standard of care. I think plenty of therapists are writing goals just like this. So I don't want you to think that you're doing a bad job in any way. I just think that we could take it up a notch. We can improve it. And when I say that, I'm primarily doing that from the mindset of what makes this easier for the auditor to review and either approve or deny. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for consistency. They want to be able to see the documentation, the medical record, and everything kind of work together to make sense. So if you guys have any feedback, let me know. I'd love to hear your perspectives. I know that we have several reviewers who watch the channel. They message me. I love that. I wish I had the knowledge and experience that you guys have in your head. I'll catch you on the next video.